Hey guys, welcome back to the video, and in today's video we're actually going to be going over the best settings for the new season for better FPS and everything like that. As you can see, I'm on a stable 240. Yes, I'm in a creative map that is meant for no delay and better FPS, but even while I'm in game, I still do hold a 240. So we're going to back out, and I'm going to go ahead and show you that it is the new season. I have played quite a bit as well, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the best settings for like all of it, right? Better delay and FPS is what we're going to go through. So this is a new season. I'm already elite. Here's the battle pass, just so y'all know it's a new season. So let's get right into this video. But first, like always, you want to start with the Fortnite settings. They actually do mean a little bit when it comes to FPS on the graphics side of things, which is all down here. Obviously, you want to be on full screen, 1920 by 1080. Even if you do play Stretch Res, this should still say 1920 by 1080. VSync, always have VSync off. Whatever FPS you run, put it on whatever it is, 240, 360, 200, 180, whatever, right? Keep in mind to have less screen tearing. Let's say you have a 165 hertz monitor. Don't cap it at 165. Actually, cap it at 180 or like 200 or even 240 if you'd like. I wouldn't really go past that, but you don't want to cap it on the exact number unless you have a 240 hertz monitor or a 360 hertz or so on. Obviously, performance mode. Brightness 100%. It's really up to you. A lot of people do use 125. If you know Peterbot or anything like that, they use 125 around there. Then we have colorblind off. If I do use a colorblind, it's Dude 5. For those of you wondering, it helps me see through storm, and it's also what clicks uses, so that's obviously something. 100% 3D reds. A lot of people think putting this on 0, which actually doesn't change anything for your game's look at all. As you can see, this still looks the exact same. People think that actually helps you. It doesn't. Just throwing it out there. 0%. It looks the exact same as 100, and it works the exact same as it being on 100. You would actually have to put this on 1% for anything to actually change, and it's you're not going to notice it in lobby, but you will have to put it on 100% for absolutely anything to change while in game. But if you want to test that to see what I'm talking about, go ahead and load into a match and go ahead and see that. Next, whatever this is, I'm not even sure what this is. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I haven't even read what it says, but off. And then we got near, low, low, right? All of these should be off, near, low, and low, and that is fine. If you want to turn your view distance up to medium or far, that's fine. It doesn't change how far away you see people or builds. It only changes how far away you could see loot on the ground. So if there's like a big pot on the ground and you can't see what it is on the ground, if you have this up, you'll see it before somebody else would with it on low, if that makes sense, right? And then low, low, message low. And the only other settings that you need to have changed is actually in here. Scroll down. There's some settings called energy saving. You want both of these 1,000,000,000% off. You don't want these on. This causes a lot of delay, and it's just not good. It doesn't really change your FPS, but it will change your delay. And trust me, you want these both off. Now, that is it for in-game settings. We're going to go ahead and close this. Now, for you guys to help you guys out, I have absolutely everything we're going to talk about today in my Discord. You just join the Discord link in the description. There's also almost 4,500 other members in here. 4,500 for those that don't know. 4,500 right here. 4,500 in this Discord, right? And there's a tab called YouTube stuff. And if you can't see it, I tell absolutely everybody. Just hashtag YouTube stuff in the general chat. If you can't see it, click that and it'll take you right here. All right. Anyways, this is everything we're going to cover today. And we're going to start with actually a command prompt that will actually give you a bunch of different settings that you can change. In order to use this, you right click this down here, terminal admin. And it's pretty much the same for Windows 10 and 11. It's like the same process, same settings, everything like that. You go ahead and pull this up, let it load, give it a second. If it's its first time loading, it might take about as long as it's taken for me to do. Just want to give it time. There it is in the back, and then you click tweaks. This is the updated version, and you click standard. Now, you don't want minimal, you don't want clear, you don't want to get installed, because get installed, you can just download other stuff. Now, keep in mind, before you do this, you want to create a restore point. Now, this will make one for you if you want to go the easy way, just have it do it before it does any tweaks. It will do it for you, but that does make it take a longer, like, it takes a little bit longer to do, right? Other than that, pretty much everything I have checked off and set up right here is what you should have. Now, some of these will be on for you if it's your first time opening, like Bing and search menu will be on. There's a few things in here that will be on, but these are the ideal settings. Now, if you want to get a little more into detail on some settings you can change here for a few better things, you can actually go down here and disable notification, set display for performance. You can, let's see what else. Disable background apps. I mean, you could do this if you want to, but I mean, it's, I don't know. You could also do it yourself, as it says. You could easily just do it yourself. But disable background apps is always nice. Remove Microsoft Edge if you like, if you're a Chrome user like I am, stuff like that. And then you go ahead and you click run tweaks down here. Don't run shut up 10. You just want to run tweaks, right? And if you have create restore point checked off, it will make a restore point. But for those of you that don't know how to do that, making a restore point is easy. You just type in restore, and then you can create one here, right? And you just name it and then click create. That is how you do that. So we're going to close that. I've already ran those tweaks, so running it again does absolutely nothing for me, as it is something you run only one time. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and move on to a few things that you can actually do in the Epic Games Launcher. We have settings open because we're going through that next. But in Epic Games Launcher, go to library, go down here, go to options. Now, a lot of people think that this doesn't do too much, because the real answer is it doesn't do too much, right? It does a little bit. So doing this is not 100% recommended, but it will help for the people on way lower end PCs. Disabling high resolution textures, unchecking that. Getting rid of direct 12 shaders, unchecking that. Also, save the world if you have it. This does not do anything for performance, no FPS, no delay, but it does clear up some space if you have saved the world installed and don't want it. And then pre-download to stream assets, have it checked off and click apply. It'll do a quick little update and you're good. Now, for the people that have been playing this season and have been having FPS drops and they don't really know why, one of the best things that you could do is go into that again, the three dots, click manage, and actually verify your files. Now, this will take a little bit of time. As you can see, it does a little update download-ish type thing as well, but that will verify all your files and make sure if there's any problems going on in the background causing these FPS stutters to take place, it'll actually clear out those problems, fix it, and you're good to go. Really easy to do. Now, that's just going to run in the background. We can actually minimize this. Let's go into settings. And the first thing we're going to do is actually notifications, which in the first thing we looked at, that is something you could have already turned off. But go ahead and turn off notifications here if you haven't done that. Next, we're going to go to mouse settings, which 90% of these settings I'm covering is already in the admin prompt that we went over a little bit ago. Additional mouse settings, this little thing will pull up here, pointer options, turn off enhanced pointer precision, which is just mouse acceleration. Like if we go back in here, all of these are literally in this. It's just, if you want to do it manually, I'm kind of showing you how right now, if you would rather use that instead. As you can see, mouse acceleration is right here, and it's already turned off for me, but that is how you do that. Now let's go over a few things that are not in the actual what's called the command prompt, and that is actually going to be startup apps. Now, startup apps is huge because you gotta understand what causes delay is actually stuff running in the background, and having all of these startup apps off, which just prevents things from being open in the background because they won't even open in the first place when you turn your PC on. Only have the things that you really need. Like I only have my mouse and my keyboard app that instantly open automatically. That is it, because that is all I really need. And then everything else I can open myself. So when I launch my PC, I do all that, and then I launch Gear Up Booster as the second thing I'll launch, and that is pretty much it, right? So I don't need anything else. And quickly, what Gear Up Booster is it's an app that you could boost absolutely any game you want for a better ping and connection, and it has a packet loss feature that other apps like Exit Lag, which I do have installed because I've tried it, don't have. And it is really, really useful because it reduces packet loss almost completely. Like you will never see yourself having packet loss, even if your Wi-Fi is getting cooked, like you're having a really bad Wi-Fi day, right? So you could boost any game, including Valorant, including Fortnite, obviously. And you can go here, obviously, my games, just Valve has, Fortnite, stuff like that. You can even boost Discord if you like. I mean, it's really up to you. And it's really easy. And they also have a bunch of different regions to choose from, as a Brazil, Europe, Middle East, Asia, Oceania, NA East, Central, and Auto. I recommend going Auto, but if you're like an NA Central, you're playing a tournament, and you're an East player, picking NA Central is always the best option. And then go ahead and hit boost, and you can launch the game through this just by clicking boost, just like that. Go ahead and minimize that for later. And that is pretty much the essentials for right there. Those are like the guaranteed you should do. And everything I'm talking about is linked in the description. If you'd like to download Garrett Booster and try it for free, by the way, you can try it for free with the link in the description. Go ahead and download it. Let me know what you think. And as well as the command prompt I went over is in the description. You can go ahead and try that as well. But it's also all in my Discord. Like I said, we have the Garrett Booster link right here. And we have the command prompt right here. It says tweak command right here. Boom. Next, we're going to talk about a power plan, which is always good to have. Let me go ahead and show you this right now. So you do this, you copy the power plan, which is in my Discord. Look up power plan. Choose the power plan, and you see you'll have a few here. You have high performance, ultimate performance, power saving, ultimate performance through exit lag, which if you've ever used exit lag before, you'll have this as an option, which I haven't really noticed it too much. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I was trying it out and it really hasn't done too much for me. But you go into terminal admin and go ahead and paste this power plan and give this a refresh. Ultimate performance, I now have two because I already have it applied, and you go ahead and use that. Now that is the better power plan for when it comes to any PC you have, whether it's a high end or a low end. It does say on higher end PCs, but this is definitely a good one to use, even if you're on a low end PC. Next, we're gonna go ahead and talk about adjust the appearance and performance, and this is something that basically is like more of a background kind of thing. If you have a bunch of stuff open like Epic Games, they all kind of count as their own thing running in the background, and having it to where dragging it around, everything like that, just makes everything look a little cleaner and also reduces a little bit of delay. In order to do that, is see how it's like a clear box that I could just drag around and it stays still. It really does help reduce delay. In order to do that, you click custom, uncheck everything, only show thumbnails and smooth edges, click apply and okay, and you are set. Now those are the absolute basics. Next, we're going to go ahead and talk about everything that you need for Nvidia. Now, Nvidia is really big when it comes to delay. Now, this will not help you much with FPS. The only thing that will help you with FPS is the command prompt that I went over, is running all that and shutting off a lot of things in the background to have less things going on. Now, one of the biggest things you could do in here is actually overclocking your GPU, which you just click system performance, check this off. This does take up to 30 minutes to actually fully overclock, but I would say you should do it. See, I do have to redo mine as it says +0, +0. It's not overclocked, meaning I'm going to turn it off, turn it back on. It's going to re-overclock, do everything just like that. It's really easy to do. Next, another thing you want to do is always make sure your drivers are installed. It's very easy when it comes to the Nvidia app, and when it comes to Nvidia control panel, though, this is where it gets a little more confusing because this is a lot more for delay. Now, obviously, when you first load up, you're going to see this. You want it to look just like this. Middle option, put on performance. To do that, you click this bottom one. Then you can actually move this bar, drag it all the way to performance, click this middle option, click take me there, and you're good. Now, copy these settings. These are the best settings when it comes to your actual, like, delay. This is all it's going to do is change your delay. This will not help you with FPS at all, no matter what anybody else tells you. NVIDIA settings do not help you with FPS, unfortunately. So here we are. Copy all these settings. These are the best settings that you can use, and you're probably not going to find nothing else really better for input delay here. And let me know what you guys think of these settings. Now, that is it for the video. If this video did help you guys at all, make sure you like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of the new season, because for me, I actually really am enjoying the new season. I'm elite on day 1 of the season. I'm recording this on day 2, or 3, something like that. But yeah, I was elite day 1, so I actually played a lot of it, played a lot of ranked. I'm kind of enjoying it. So let me know what you guys think of the new season. And if you'd like to watch another video on how to lower processes or anything like that for input delay, here's another one of my videos right here on the screen. Go ahead and click that, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.